So I just got done with the latest DNC Creators Group, which is a collection of creators trying to give people the opportunities and the resources to get information, get more information to share with others, right? And they had Ken Martin, who's in charge of the DNC, as well as Mikey Sherrill. And I want to talk about Ken Martin first, real quick, because the first question I asked him was, you know, who made the decision to run a 77-year-old septuagenarian pro-Israel candidate, Janet Mills, against Graham Plattner? And I actually got a response, and I'm going to read it to you, okay? The DNC does not get involved in primaries. I support the will of the Democratic primary voter. They make the decision on who we support and when, and then we will fight like hell for the nominee to be elected in November. I can't speak for the other party committees, but I am proud that under my leadership, we have ushered in a policy to keep our party and party officers out of putting our thumbs on the scale. This is how I led in Minnesota and have or will lead here at the DNC. And so that's cool. So the question is then, okay, who did that? Well, it's the senatorial committee, the Democratic senatorial committee, Chuck Schumer and Kristen Gillibrand. So those are the people who made the call. And Ken came back to me, even after and said like they didn't ask me about that. So let's shift the focus where we need to. That's a Chuck Kristen call to run a 77-year-old pro-Israeli candidate against Graham Plattner and spend that money and spend those resources there. And that's disturbing. So remember that with Chuck. Remember that with Kristen. This is we've got our own enemy within, right? And unfortunately, that's a couple of Democratic senators. There have been senators that have come out for Graham, which has been fantastic. Bernie, was like first, and then some others. Yeah. So the DSCC is who you're looking to focus on. And I appreciated having that information because I was unaware. I was kind of throwing it all on the DNC, but I take it, for what he's saying, as far as the DNC wasn't really a part of that as a DSCC, and I may have learned something there. So that's great. So now I know who to contact and I know who to rage against. And Chuck, it's not looking good for you, dude. Like you're making just bad decisions. So, um, yeah, I'm going to make another post about Mike Sherrill in New Jersey. It's good. I dig her. So if you're in New Jersey, go vote.